What's up, everybody? We got a hype check for the game. I don't know if they're doing this out of desperation or this was planned, but I'm here for it. Look, we got the Fellowship being the next team being released. We got the kits for Gimli and Legolas. We got Gandalf coming. This is exciting. Look, I'm not one to get excited just over teams, but if there was one team, one group of characters that was going to get me to stick around in the game long enough to really dive into the raids and then get hooked on the game, hopefully that happens. Hopefully the fun is immense. This would be it. Let's get into it. All right, guys, this is kind of a hype check for the game. I think maybe they want to build some excitement going forward. So we got the Fellowship team starting to be unlocked. I think this is really cool, and I'm just gotta waiting for Aragon. Show me Aragon, you jerks! Show me Aragon. But this is the blog, and we're gonna be talking about Gimli and Legolas. This is gonna be really cool. So it looks like it's just a bunch of RP that we're gonna be reading here. I do like to admire the artwork. I think people don't like this artwork, but for me personally, it brings me back to a very cartoony, kind of happy place, I guess. So I like it. I think it's pretty. I think it's well done. It goes through the lore, you know, Legolas and Gimli joining the Fellowship to help destroy the ring. This is where the majority of us were introduced to the Lord of the Rings franchise, was in the movies, unless you're my father and you were super stoned through the 70s, just reading the books, spamming those books. And then we get a little sneak peek. We got Gandalf. That's right, Gandalf seems to be the next character coming out after Gimli and after Legolas, and I'm here for it. Look, I skipped on the elves. I didn't know Elladan. Arwen, she was in the first movie a little bit, and then you kind of saw little snips of her, but I just never had an attachment to those characters. But when I think about Gandalf on the bell, hold up. I am a servant of the secret fire, wielder of the flame of Anor. You cannot pass. The dark fire will not avail you. Flame of Adun, go back to the shadow. You cannot pass. Gandalf, right before he fell, in front of the Balrog. Oh, I can't wait to fight the Balrog with Gandalf. That's going to be really, really cool. This does build some excitement into the game, though I will say it's awkward to be excited for characters without having an idea of the mode we're going to use them in, or how we're going to get the resources to level them. But I'm still excited nonetheless. And what we're going to do right now, we're going to go look at Legolas and Gimli's kit. We don't have the Gandalf the Grey kit yet, but it'll be coming soon. Hopefully sometime this week. That'll be a fun one to go over. And let me know if you think Gandalf the Grey is going to be legendary. So he's an immensely powerful being and loyal friend. Gandalf the Grey will be coming to the Lord of the Rings, Heroes of Middle-earth. It's a little bit too soon for another legendary, isn't it? But I don't really know how Star Wars Galaxy Heroes does it. Seems to be the blueprint they're following, so we'll see. I would have liked Gandalf to be a legendary over Elrond, but I get it. It is what it is. Let's go look at Legolas. We're going to skip the RP. We're going to go right to the abilities. Let's check out the animations on it first. He does an attack on Brute, takes him out, and then a second attack on Roble. Let's see what's going on here. So at unlock, it's just attacking for 100 damage. At max upgrade, 160, so not a giant damage increase. On turn, Legolas also attacks the most wounded enemies. So wait, this is the basic attack. This is not the passive. So is he doing this extra attack on every turn? It just says on turn. Does this add to things that he does passively, I guess is the question. Or does it just happen? Like if you know Marvel Strike Force, when Gambit does his basic, his primary attack hits the target, and then he does a secondary attack that goes at the weakest lifed enemy. I'm thinking it's going to be something like that. Like you're going to have to actually activate this basic to get this extra attack. It's just weird that it says on turn instead of like and attack, and Legolas also attacks the most wounded allies. It's kind of weird wording in my opinion. Pride of Mirkwood, the special. Cool little slash, jump back, arrow. So it looks like it's going to be a 3-hit ability. Let's watch that again. Oh, yeah, okay. Here we go. Stamina cost 3. Ability starts at 3. Attack the target enemy 3 times for 55% damage per hit. Gain 1 stack of nimble. So that's a very low damage count in my opinion. But this is at unlock and gain 1 stack of nimble. At max upgrade, attack 3 times for 120. That's almost double. No, that's more than double. That's 65% more damage on the 3 hits. Okay, now that is a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage now. Each crit dispels a boon, gain 1 stack of nimble still. Okay, so the 1 stack of nimble is baseline. I'm interested to know when the each stack of each crit dispels. I'd be interested to know what's going on there. Now we have the secondary special. I call this the ultimate. Let's watch this. Oh, we got a little animation. Jumps off Gimli. Big shot. Looks like a big single target attack. Cost 5, starts at 3, so this is a turn 2 ability. Attack the target enemy for 200% damage. This attack ignores 30% of the target's armor. That's kind of big. On kill, grant 100% turn meter. Oh my god. So if he gets a kill here, he just takes another turn. That's really cool. We got to find a way to get this guy offense up so he just is taking people out. Eowyn, but then she's got to wait and hold her special. Let's see what goes at what happens there. If Gimli is an ally, this attack has 30% crit chance and 50% crit damage. So yeah, we do see a lot of synergy in the blog before. We didn't read it, but they made, or at least they say, they made the Fellowship team heavily synergized. So I'm excited to see how that goes. Let's see what the max ability for the ultimate is. Target enemy for 460% damage. Ignores 50% of the armor. Oh my god. Yeah, if we get him offense up and we have that maxed out, he's going to be one-shotting somebody, then taking another turn right away. That's really cool. I love the crit chance. I love the crit damage. Hopefully he has another source of crit. Because if you can get 460% with offense up, ignoring 50% armor, and it crits, see you later. Passive ability, Legendary Archer. On unlock. On crit, granted 1 advantage to a random Fellowship or Elf ally. At max upgrade, gain 5% crits. Okay, so there's 5 there. Oh, and an additional 4% crit chance per boon. Who can we use to cover him with boons? Let's see what Gandalf and everybody else brings, I suppose. On crit, grant advantage for 1 turn to random Fellowship ally. Well, there is Samwise. Oh, this could maybe revitalize the hobbits. Ooh, this is very interesting. Okay, so key attributes. Legolas uses bow. Yes, we know he's a bow. Inspiration. This is kind of more RP. Let's see the strategy tips. The second hit of Legolas's rapid fire ability will hit the most wounded enemy and bypass taunt provoke. Use it to finish off enemies. Well, you don't control that really, right? That's just something that happens when you use the basic. So if somebody happens to be right at the edge of death, then you will kill them. So that's good. I guess it's like if you got to choose between using the special ultimate or basic and somebody was about to die, you could then use the basic to make sure it happens. Legolas' passive ability, Legendary Archer, works best with squad members that give nimble and an advantage to the squad. Nimble. Again, that's kind of Sam, right? That's kind of Sam's thing. Legolas' ability, Perfect Shot, will give Legolas an immediate bonus turn if it kills its enemy. This can really turn the tide of battle when used at the right moment. Yes, again, try and get him offense up before you do it. He's going to be released on July 10th. That's 5 days away. Really soon. All right, it looks like he's going to have the standard marquee release that we've had for Elladan and Arwen. A little bit different, though. There's going to be 5 tiers where we get 20 shards each. So I didn't mean to highlight everything. And then a 6th and a 7th tier. Luminous crystals, 50,000 gold, 15,000 character experience, 250,000 character experience. Yeah, they really want people pushing for that 7th star or the 5-star unlock to get that. This is a huge amount of resources. Interesting. Very interesting. Then you have the character at 5 stars. This is kind of tempting. I gotta be honest, this is a hype check for me. This is a very tempting thing to try and make me. Maybe my final push is to build up the Fellowship team. And if they're awesome and I start loving the game, then they're awesome. I start loving the game. Still like the game. I still think there's a lot of going on, or could be going on with the game. All right, moving on to Gimli, paired best with Legolas and Fili. Oh, this could be a window to get Fili and Kili some love. I haven't even unlocked those characters yet. I should start farming them to at least get the unlock. Character, Gimli, light Fellowship, tank, and one-handed heavy. All right, let's see the basic. He runs up, double slash, love it. At unlock, attack the enemy target for 90% damage and 50% chance to gain might. At max, upgrade, attack the target for 180% damage, so double the damage, and 100% chance to gain might for 1 turn. I wonder what the level needs to be to go from 50% chance to 100% chance. That's going to be important. If it is the final level, that level 6 of the abilities, then this becomes kind of rough, right? Deadly Throw, his special, he just launches it. Okay. You could use this turn 1. At unlock, attack the target for 170% damage and inflict weaken for 1 turn. At max upgrade, attack the target enemy for 380% damage. That is a giant increase. And inflict weaken for 2 turns. 380% damage is a lot. You might want to use the basic first to get might if we don't have to level the ability too far, and then use this afterwards. But let's see what the ultimate's like before we kind of theory what we're going to do with him. Looks like a taunt. Looks like a taunt. Oh, this is also available turn 1. Ability description at unlock. Gain 2 stacks provoke and gain 1 stack of defense up. Yeah, so it's a taunt with 1 defense up. Nice. At max upgrade, gain 4 stacks provoke, 3 stacks of regeneration for 2 turns to self and most wounded allies. I like that. There's no tag on the wounded allies part as well. Grant 2 stacks of defense to 2 most wounded fellowship or dwarven allies. Wait a minute, what? Grant 2 stacks of defense to 2 most wounded fellowship and dwarven allies, but he gains 1 stack himself. Is he not gaining defense up on himself automatically anymore? Is there a chance that he puts it on, like, say it's Legolas and Gimli, and he doesn't get a stack, but now he has provoke for 4 turns? I don't like that. I guess you would hope that Gimli is somehow one of the lowest life people, so he gets 2 stacks for 2 of those provoke hits. I don't like the way that is worded. Maybe that's a mistake in the blog. If he gets it himself 100% on unlock, you would imagine that that part at least reigns true. I don't know. That's interesting. It sounds like a good ability. The fact that it doesn't like call in an assist or something, though, I hate using turn 1 abilities to taunt. Like, even with Eothane, I'm not a huge fan of it because you get no damage. At least you get the turn meter, though. And if the enemy turns it into a 4v5 before you pop off, it's a problem. Anyway, let's move on to the passive. Ability description at unlock. When a fellowship or dwarven squad member drops below 75% health, retaliate against the attacker, dealing 15% bonus damage. This can trigger once per squad member. Okay, 15% damage is not a lot, but it can happen 4 times for each squad member. Let's see at max upgrade. When a fellowship or dwarf squad member drops below 75% life, retaliate against the attacker, dealing 75% damage. Huge jump. This can trigger once per squad member. During retaliate, gain 1 stack of provoke. That's really good. And 1 stack of defense up to the ally. Okay, this is really good. At max upgrade, this is now really good. And what I really like about this is because he's gaining that 1 stack of provoke, I don't feel the need to use his ultimate now. I will probably be starting with the basic to get might. 2nd turn we throw it, and 3rd turn we taunt, or something like that. Depends where else we can get offense up. If we can get offense up to him before his turn, then he can just throw the special. But the fact that he will get provoke and step in between people when they drop below 75% life, as long as we bring some synergy in there, I think we'll be a-okay. All right, let's skip the RP, straight to the strategy tips. Gimli's ability, Heavy Hands, grants might, so be sure to use it on the turn before Deadly Throw to max. Okay, we said that. Gimli's passive ability, Son of Gloin, helps protect his squad members, but is also a great source of damage. If you know it will trigger soon, use Heavy Hands in advance to maximize damage output. Okay, that's a good point. The retaliation, if you can get him to have might before anyone drops below 75% life, then his retaliates are going to smack. A quick way to do this is with Eowyn. She's so fast, gives offense up to the entire team at a certain level. Otherwise, we need to know Gimli's speed, and we can see what that's going to be like. Gimli is a high armor tank, meaning he is susceptible to armor-piercing attacks and banes like Expose. Bring squad members that can help cover his weakness. Eowyn does do a nice cleanse to get rid of an Expose, if that's the case. I'm also interested to see what a character like Gandalf is going to be. Is he going to be straight damage? Is he going to be a support kind of guy? We'll have to wait and see. Gimli's Adventure, A Mighty Foe, is coming to game soon, July 17th, so a week after Legolas comes. And it looks like it's going to be the exact same marquee unlock, except 4 tiers instead of 5. Sorry, I'm doing it again. 4 tiers instead of 5. And then the next one after that, you got to be level 5 for, probably. The final tier requires 5-star. Okay, so it's just this tier that requires 5-star. This one, you just have to be able to build the character up enough to win. So again, what I would suggest and what I will 100% be doing is I am going to stop working on Aldred, who I literally decided to start working on yesterday and already brought him up to level 40 and already put level 4 abilities on him. Rip, already brought him up to level 6. Gear tier, rip. But I'm going to stop now. I'm going to go into straight horde mode for the next 5 days. So when Legolas drops, hopefully I'll be able to bring him directly up to level 40 with some abilities, at least up to level 3, beat that campaign, and then I'll do the exact same thing for Gimli. I'll probably be switching to these characters. just for hype reasons. Rohan might still be better, but look, it's the Fellowship. What do you want from me? I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like, share, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Are you hyped for this as well? Do you think Gandalf will be a legendary character? I kind of think it. I kind of think let's pick his nose. And we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. That's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Stay happy, healthy, have fun, and I'll see you in the next one.